Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So, a little while ago in one of my other videos, I was toying with the idea of offering up memberships on my channel. Now, I explained that for a long while now, I've been monetized for over a year, I think. I didn't know how I felt about memberships. Now, a few of you have, over the past year or so, said to me, open up memberships. And there were a few things that made me a little uncomfortable about that. Now, myself, I am not a member to anybody. I am not in the position to be able to support any of my podcaster friends in that way. It is a commitment that financially I am unable to make. And also, I wouldn't be able to choose who I would want to become a member of over anybody else. I didn't want to pick favourites. I didn't want to upset anyone. I just didn't want any of that ickiness. But mostly, my finances do not enable me to give a monthly contribution to anybody because, again, if you've been here a little while, especially in recent times with me now not having a job and looking for a job, I definitely couldn't justify it either. So because I don't have memberships to anyone, I felt it might be a little hypocritical if I was to open it up for you guys and give you guys that option. And I have been debating with myself so much. I don't want to be hypocritical. I don't want to be seen as money grabbing or begging or any of those negative connotations. I am also not in a position to offer you anything much when it comes to memberships because, again, my current financial situation, I can't do what some of the other podcasters do. I'm not even mentally able to promise member only videos or member only lives at the moment. So I thought the best compromise would be to give you guys the option. Now, I have opened memberships. I already have a few members, which I am so blown away by and so thankful for. One of the conditions of starting memberships is that you do an announcement video, and that is what this is. Now, I really am a no pressure channel, guys. I don't ever want any of you to think that you have to give me anything. The only thing that I would like to think is that you are happy to give me your time by watching me on my videos, for giving me your thumbs and the occasional comment. When it comes to super chats and super thanks and happy mail, that is never requested, never necessary. It's a happy bonus when people choose to do that from the goodness of their heart, but it is not a requirement to be a subscriber to my channel, and it never will be. The same for this membership, guys. It is not a requirement in any way, shape, or form. It is just another option for those that are able, essentially. I don't ever want any of you to put yourself in any kind of financial difficulty just because you want to help support me. Don't ever do it. You need to look after you and you need to look after your family first. And there is no judgment as to whether you can or you cannot. I am trying to train my brain into give the folks the option themselves. If they want to, they can. If they can't, then it's absolutely fine. Honestly, no pressure, no nothing. It's just there for you if you want to do it. Now, like I said, there are not many perks to being a member to my channel. I cannot give out monthly little gift packages. I can't give you any, member specific content right now. All of my time at the moment is being taken up with looking for work because I need to get a job and I need to provide for my family. So I suppose a side swipe to that is if a few of you do choose to become a member, then that will obviously contribute to the tiny little check that I get every month. Now, I am not earning enough on this channel to make it my living, and I am not prepared to try and make this channel my living. This is my safe place. This is my happy space. This is my hobby. And being with my crowd of people that have the love for yarn and fibre crafts and other bits and pieces as one unit, not a money maker. And that's not dissing anybody that makes this as their living. All power to you, because you have way more stamina, you have way more brilliant content ideas, and you have way more to put out there than I do. And I salute you. In fact, I am envious of you. I am so proud of you that you do that. I am just not in a position to, for many, many reasons. I always said when I became monetized that I would use the money that I earn from the channel to go back into the channel, and I have managed to do that up until this point. Now, I have always prided myself on being open and honest with you guys. That is gonna have to change. The few dollars that I get from my little monthly paycheck, I am now going to have to start utilizing that to go towards bills and groceries and stuff that is needed for me and my family, especially until I find another job. Now, it breaks my heart that I have to do that. I feel like I'm robbing from the YouTube pot to put food in the mouths of my children when I always promised that my YouTube money would be put back into my channel. But I am so fortunate to have a wonderful stash of yarn that you can only see some of behind me. I have an incredible stash, and the majority of which has been gifted to me by a lot of you lovelies watching. And therefore, at the moment, I don't actually need to buy any yarn for the channel. Yes, yarn hauls are very popular. Yes, I love doing yarn hauls. And yes, I want all of the different yarns that get released and put out into the world. But also, I need to think practically in the fact of I don't have space for much more yarn, if any, at the moment. Until I work my yarn stash down, I don't need to buy any at the moment. I mean, obviously, there might be caveats to that. There may be something that I just cannot live without, or I need something specific for a project that I need to make. And in those situations, I will buy yarn and I will feature it on the channel because yarn is our life source, right? Yarn is our happiness. And if and when I buy yarn, I will, of course, show it. But for right now, I'm now going to have to utilize my YouTube checks to help get us by and get us through this little tricky time that I find myself in. I feel a little ashamed of that. I don't know whether I should feel ashamed of that, but that is what's going to have to happen. And so, on top of that, anybody that joins as a member, that membership money will also go into that same YouTube check. So that will help to support me and my family as well. Now, again, this is not a guilt trip video to plead and beg you to all join and give me your money and help support my kids, because if you don't, we're all going to starve. That is not what I am saying. What I am saying is just for a little bit until I find myself another job, I am going to be using my YouTube money to help with the little extras in life and some of the bills that need paying. And then when I find a job and my finances get a little more stable and a little more secure, I again can just put that money to one side and plow it all back into the channel. And I will keep you updated and I will keep you informed that that has been the situation. But for right now, memberships are open And because I can't give you anything special, because I can't give you monthly little gift packages, because I can't give you member only content or member only lives at the moment, literally the perks that you've got for a membership to me is you get a little badge next to your name, and I will do member shout outs. That I can commit to doing, that I am prepared to do. And as time goes on and things ease off a little bit and I'm able to get a little more complex and a little more intricate with my memberships, I may be able to offer maybe a different level with different perks. But for right now, you can get a badge next to your name and your name shouted out as a member shout out for the cost of £2.99 a month. Now, I tried to do a really low amount, which would make it more accessible to many rather than expensive and only a few being able to. Let me just go on to Google and see what £2.99 is for the rest of you. So $3.97 a month will get you a badge and your name shouted out. I know it doesn't sound like much, guys, and I know it's actually quite crappy, but that is the offer to you. So that was in American dollars. Let me just do Canadian dollars. That's $5.38 Canadian. And I'll do Australian as well. For everyone else, if you could maybe Google that for yourselves. So in Australian dollars, it's $5.82 Australian dollars. Let me just double check. I don't want to be giving you the wrong information. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really small amount and really low small perks, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's a little bit rubbish, but it's all that I can offer. But 5 of you lovelies have already hit that join button. I cannot thank you enough. I really do appreciate it. You don't know how much it means to me, and you know, in turn, what it will mean for the family as well. So the 5 members that I have so far, and I am filming this on Thursday, the 19th of September 2024. I actually started memberships on the 17th of September 2024. And the first day that I opened up memberships, I got 3 of you lovelies. I got Dazzling Crochet Trinkets, which is Sandy. I got Louise Vanstone, and I got Soberano Brazil, also known as Miriam. Thank you 3 so much. And then yesterday on the 18th, I got Gillian Clifford, and I got Missy's Yarniverse and more. Thank you so much to each of you. Now, in and amongst those 5 wonderful ladies, Dazzling Crochet Trinkets Sandy and Missy's Yarniverse and more, they both have a channel, so if you could go and check them out, I would really appreciate it. Let's boost their numbers a little bit and give them some support back in that way. And then the 3 other lovelies, Louise, Miriam and Gillian, they do not have channels, I believe, at the moment, but they are awesome subscribers and they have joined my little membership. And when you join my membership, you are known as my Mingos. So I have 5 Mingos in the flock, which is amazing. And I'm sure you can tell that I'm sat here really awkward and a bit stilted and a bit... And it's just because I don't know whether I've done the right thing. Now, the 5 ladies that have already come over and joined as an official Mingo, they have all reassured me that it was the right decision. They are more than happy to sign up and they are more than happy with the perks that I can offer right now. Like I said, in the future, as time goes on and pressures ease a little bit and I'm not under so much stress, maybe I can offer different levels with different perks as well. But what I am going to do is because it's really difficult with me, I sit and batch record. and then I schedule them out. So they're not always in date order. They don't always flow chronologically. They're kind of dotted here, there, and everywhere as to when I get time to film and what I feel like filming at the time, quite frankly. But what I am going to start doing is all of my new content that I film from today onwards. I am going to have a list of my members in my description box just to give them a regular shout out on every video. I won't be saying their names on every video, but they will always be listed in my description box. And of course, if anyone else decides to join, their name will be added to that list as well. So ladies, my 5 Mingos, you are now going to be listed in every video from now on. And from time to time, I will give you a shout out in my other content as well. As time goes on, I may be able to offer different levels for different money and for different perks. But for right now, you can become an official Mingo for £2.99 a month, which is $3 something US, $5 something Canadian and Australian. And you will get a special little badge next to your name to distinguish you as a member amongst everyone else. And also you will get your name in my description box of every video. So there we go. That is the announcement for today. I didn't mean to take up this amount of time, but I did feel I had to explain that I have been battling with this for quite a while. I still feel a little bit awkward and uncomfortable about it, but as a mum, I have to be prepared to do whatever it takes to try and support me and my kiddos and my family. So for right now, my YouTube checks and my memberships are going to help a little bit, and I mean a tiny little bit. Like I said, I cannot make a living from my channel as it stands right now. And it's only a tiny little kickback that I get at the end of the month, because you've also got to remember, guys, if you're not familiar with how YouTube works, you have to hit a certain amount of revenue before you even qualify to gain your check. If you didn't make that much, you're not going to get a check. And then even if you hit that target, YouTube are still going to take their cut. So you don't get 100% of what is given to you. You only get a percentage. I can't remember what the percentages are off of the top of my head, but when it's super chats, super thanks, memberships, I only get a percentage of them. The only way that I get 100% of monetary contributions is if you PayPal me or if you give me a Ko-fi, because I do have a Ko-fi link in every description box as well. People have asked me, why haven't you got an Amazon wish list? I do. It's in all my description boxes. Why don't you have a Ko-fi account? I do. It's in all of my description boxes. Why don't you have PayPal? I do. It's in all of my description boxes. And now I will have a list of my official Mingos in there as well. Now, on some devices, that join button will not be there. I know that when I watch my fellow content creators on my phone, which is how I do a lot of my viewing, because you're transportable, you can go everywhere with me doing whatever I'm doing. The join button does not appear on my phone, but if I watch on my laptop or my television or on a tablet, the join button is there. So you may have to switch to a different device to find the join button if you are looking for it. But for one last time, it is not a requirement. This is no pressure asking you to join. This is literally me, heart on my sleeve, saying, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but the option's there if you want it, and it is absolutely more than okay if not, because I myself am not a member to anyone. So do not feel pressured in any way, shape, or form. I'm just letting you know that it is an option, and I'm letting you know that I've got 5 official Mingos already, which is awesome. So I will come back at a later date if anything changes regarding memberships, but for right now, that's how it stands. You are an official Mingo for £2.99 a month, and you get a badge and you get your name always shouted out in every video in my description box. So there we go. That's the announcement. Do with it what you will. I don't care either way, but I am thankful for any of the love, support, friendship, and kindness you can offer. And if what you can offer me is watching my videos and leaving me your thumbs, that is more than okay as well. It really, really is. It all adds up at the end of the day. So I'm going to let you get going. Thank you for your time today. And I look forward to welcoming anyone else should they wish to click that join button. Anyone else watching that can't do it, I love you just as much. Don't ever think that I don't. I don't love anyone more than anyone else. You are all the reason why I can keep this channel going. You are all the reason why I do this channel, and I couldn't do it without any of you. So a big kiss, mwah, and a big hug to absolutely all of you. Thank you for supporting me and for your patience and your kindness in this really difficult time for me and my family. And hopefully, fingers crossed, in the near future, things will look a little bit brighter. Anyway, guys, have a fabulous weekend coming up. I will, of course, see you Monday to Thursday of next week, and any other little extras that I can film or be up to providing for you. I do know that there is a short coming on Saturday. So there is a short coming out tomorrow, and then my Monday to Thursday content next week. That's all I am aware of at the moment. So have a fabulous weekend. I will see you very, very soon. But until then, be safe, be kind. No, now I've lost my outro. Be safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. And I'm still not even convinced that that's correct. I am just all of a because I feel really awkward. Anyway, ignore me. Go back to what you're doing. Go back to having fun and go watch somebody a bit more professional. Love you loads. Bye.